Hey guys, today I'm doing a video about a glitch that's in Fortnite that is pretty much an infinite win glitch. So I land on the tip of shark so I can get my first weapon. So I get myself an SMG, so then I want to run into the building so I can get some more weapons before I actually try to do anything with this. I come up here to grab myself some minis, but I realize my friend's taking damage, so I come down to help him. So we end up killing Sky and getting the grappler, keycard, and the scar, but someone else takes the other helicopter, so we don't have any sort of transportation until we get another one. I run and I'm about to grab that chest, but then I decide I want the loot drop. And I get a gold pump, which is very not that helpful, unless we run into issues while trying to get another helicopter. I take an bandage bazooka, because the way to win these matches is having as much meds as possible trying to outlive the storm. So this bandage bazooka should be quite helpful. This fishing spot's kind of glitched, I don't know why, but the fish we get from it is helpful a lot. We do find a boat, which helps us, but we get shot by another team as we're trying to get to the agency to get this other helicopter. But we do make it, and I do need to heal. I wait in this bush while he tries to go and get more fish, because like it's not smart to wait out in the open for that bit of time, because you know these snipers are strong, and it's not a good idea to get sniped. Mark the ground trying to see how high we are in meters. And we're not doing the best, not as high as we could be. But the people who were shooting us decided to leave us alone, which is very nice. He wants my AR ammo because he doesn't have any. So I drop him some, but he switches back into the pilot seat, so it just falls for nothing. Lost with an AR ammo. So we fly over here, and there's another helicopter flying around. But we leave each other alone. So this is where I switch back into the pilot seat, and he decides to start grappling me. But I have to remind him that he has to go in the back row. So here we sped up the clip because the clip takes way too long, and I muted the sound of the video because it's so annoying. the sped up version of a grappler hitting a pilot inside a helicopter is not a nice, pleasant sound to hear. So we finished getting up here, and he wants to dance, so just let him. We mark the ground to see how high we are. We're about pretty high in the sky, we'll just say. So we do that. And later on, the storm's getting smaller. It's very hard to navigate and stay inside the circle, because the mini-map is not able to be trusted. You cannot trust the mini-map. If you trust the mini-map to say when you're in circle, you will die of storm. So you have to be able to easily navigate the circle when the mini-map's broken. So we just continue riding along. So this is later on where the storm is very small, and this is where the pilot dies, because you don't need the pilot to win this match. And either way, if one of you is dead and the other person wins, it counts you as a win, so I get the win anyway, so I'm fine with it. So I'm falling down, and the stuff finally renders in, because I'm closer. And their medal is just finishing, so I'm guessing they're underneath. This is where it's all up to my friend, and it's a healing game now. So, whoever can heal longer. We didn't have much meds that match, but we still pulled out the dub. And we dance. Victory Royale. So, I speed up this landing again for you. We land the agency because the shark was way too far away to land. So we just land there and grab a helicopter and we fly there. He decides to jump out because I don't know. I was gonna drop him off on the tip of the nose because he likes this chest, but I decided I'll just get the chest since he's not gonna. And I get a burst AR, and my aim fails on me. But I do help him a little bit. I don't think he'd have won that fight, because he was getting shot at. But I do go out and try to help him. He did get knocked by Sky while fighting Sky, so I have to come and res him. I'm thinking about giving him the med kit. But I'm about to give him the med kit, but he decides to just run and jump. He doesn't ask me for it because we are talking to each other at the time. But he just jumps down and kills Sky. So I get a better assault rifle from that henchman. Surprisingly, I get a better weapon. And we open Bolt again. I want to go for the loot crate again because honestly it's the best thing there. I get another shotgun, but purple instead of golden. We can go up and use our launch pad so we can get to our helicopter and get to circle, and also for this glitch. Fly away and circle. While in the circle, we have to get off our helicopter at sometimes to get loot. He fishes and he gets a shotgun, which isn't going to help us. So he goes again, we at last get our flopper. He fishes there for a little bit longer, but I do end up getting the fishing pole so he can carry more fish. So he takes the flopper, and he even drops his scar so he can carry more fish. So I take his scar over my blue assault rifle, because I won't need meds anyway, so what's the point of me not carrying weapons? Just in case. I pilot the helicopter this time, and we fly off. So we try going up high into the sky, but we get sniped. But we don't do anything about it, we just keep going higher. So once we hit max height is when we start to grapple. Except yet again, I have to tell him to go in the back row. So yet again, I do speed it up and I mute the video clip because it's long and annoying to hear. So I speed it up, mute the volume, and we just watch. So we make it all the way up, high in the sky again, but we're not having anything to do, so we just fly around. I just mess around right here because it's nothing really for us to do. Alright, so the circle's getting smaller and it's harder to navigate, but we don't give up here, we just fly around anyway. So yet again, we cannot trust the mini-map, we have to go by our own senses, and it's very helpful to do that. So yeah, we mark the ground because that will show us how far into the circle we are, because the mini-map doesn't help. So if we want to get into the circle, we need to mark the map. But I got trapped in the storm while trying to do so I try again. So I mark the circle in the map and I try to make it in. So we accomplished that much. And yeah. Just fly around until we need to stop. He accidentally used that fish, he told me that much, so don't get mad at him, we have a lot of fish anyway. The circle gets too hard to navigate, this is where the pilot dies, but yet again, it's mainly about keeping the passenger alive, not the pilot. Because if the pilot dies, the passenger has all his fish, but when the pilot's dead, there's nothing you can do about it. So the pilot's dying, and he falls and dies to fall damage yet again. But you can see the brick build down there if you're paying attention. So it comes down to healing again, and we don't necessarily need to save our fish because we have a lot of it, but we do win. Now I have to give my thanks to Laser Beam for giving me the idea, and I also need to give my thanks to Glitch King for creating the idea.